Hi everyone and a very good day. Today we're going to discuss something very close to student heart and even closer to our bank account, which is the cost of living. Being in student feels like this. The allowance comes in and you feel rich for 5 minutes and you broke again. Prices keep increasing but our allowance stays the same. So the question is, how does this really affect students like us?
I totally agree, Hanis. For me, food is the biggest struggle for students nowadays. Even a simple meal on campus can make our wallet cry. For example, one nasi ayam gepuk and one drink suddenly can reach 50 ringgit gone. Oh my god, I can smell nasi ayam gepuk. So sometimes I skip my drinks and snacks. It's not because I'm on a diet, but because I'm financially disciplined. Over time, this really affects our daily routine. This has slowly become normal for students. That shouldn't be.
That's absolutely true. And when students talk about budget meals, it often means instant noodles or cheapest option available. On top of that, transport continue to increase. I travel to campus every day and the price of the food and the transport itself keeps increasing. Managing expenses has become a daily responsibility, not a choice.
I think what people don't talk about enough is the stress behind all this. I mean, when we are always worried about money, it's hard to focus in class. Some students take part-time jobs. During the day, they attend classes, and at night, they work to support themselves. This lifestyle is exhausting, but it is the only option for some students.
That raises an important question, Safi. Do you think part-time jobs help students or they create more problems?
Honestly, it's both. Part-time jobs help us to survive, pay up for our food, our rent, and our grad rides when we are tired to work. But balancing work and studies is tough. After finishing late shift and then the next day, we have to attend 8 AM classes, and it's like a punishment for existing.
I can relate to that. I have experienced that as well. Last semester, I worked as a part-timer. There were days I was so tired and I stared to my laptop without doing anything. Yes, I earn money, but my energy and academic performance suffer.
It is also important to remember that not all students have the opportunity to work as a part-timer. Some face heavy academic workloads while others have a family responsibilities. When the cost of living increases, these students are affected the most. They carry the pressure without having any additional income to rely on. Do you think the rising cost of living affects student mental health?
Definitely. Financial stress can lead to emotional exhaustion and constant worry. Some students feel embarrassed to talk about their financial struggles, so they keep everything to themselves. From the outside, they may look fine, but internally, they constantly worry about their next expense.
I agree completely. When students constantly worry about money, their motivation decreases. Education starts to feel like a burden instead of an opportunity for growth.
This is why mental health support is important. Universities should provide counseling services and financial guidance to help students cope better with stress.
Besides mental health, do you think the cost of living can affect students academically?
It has a direct impact. Some students cannot afford textbooks or learning materials. They depend on shared resources or online notes, which are helpful but not sufficient enough for their effective learning.
Students who work part-time also have less time to study. As a result, their grade may suffer not because of lack of ability, but because of limited time and energy.
Honestly, I think I find this situation unfair. I mean, the way financial difficulties can affect students' potential is so heartbreaking. Education should be about potential growth and learning, but not about survival. So what can be done to support students facing the rising cost of living?
University could provide more affordable meals option and student discount on campus. At least, students will not have to check their bank balance before every meal.
Besides that, increasing scholarships, financial aids, and emergency funds will also make such a big difference. Some small financial support can prevent students from dropping out.
Flexible class schedule and online learning option can support students who need to work while studying. I think education system must adapt to the reality students face today.
To conclude, the rising cost of living affects students financially, mentally, and academically. With proper supports from institutions and society, students can focus on building their future instead of simply surviving each month.
Supporting students today is an investment in a stronger and more capable future.
Students should never be forced to choose between education and also basic needs.
I hope this issue continue to receive serious attention because students deserve not only access to education but they also need support in order to succeed.
I think that's all for our discussion today. Thank you everyone.